Over his tenure in LA, Matthew Stafford went from a great quarterback to a Hall of Famer. He has always been an elite talent, but after winning a Super Bowl and having some of the greatest seasons in LA, he is a future Hall of Famer. He currently is having his best season this far and has been the best QB in the league this season, leading the Rams to team immense success. On top of that, he may also win his first MVP of his career. However, throughout his career, he has produced some of the most dominant receiving seasons of all time, and this year hasn't been any exception. Today, I want to go over what I deem as the Matthew Stafford effect. This is when an elite wide receiver paired with Matthew Stafford breaks records in ways we haven't seen before. But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Puka Nacua has been an absolute superstar from the first game he played in his rookie year. Coming out of seemingly nowhere, he has solidified himself as one of the best receivers in the league in just 3 years. His toughness at the catch point and after the catch has made him one of the most entertaining receivers in the league. He broke out onto the scene his rookie year by breaking the rookie receiving record for yards with 1,486. He also had 105 receptions. He continued his dominance his sophomore year until he got injured and missed time throughout the year. However, this season, he and Stafford have found a completely different level, especially over the past 2 weeks. He has been completely dominant this season, looking to post career highs in every category. He has also missed time due to injury as well, but he has been torching secondaries every game. It seems like he's open every play. If it weren't for JSN this season, his season would be talked about way more. He is one of the main engines for this NFL best Rams offense. He also recently broke Justin Jefferson's record for having the highest career yards per game with 93.7. His entire career he has had Stafford throwing him the ball, and he has quickly had an all-time start to his career. Puka has been incredible thus far into his career, but Stafford has also unlocked him with great chemistry. While he may not reach the peaks of Kupp and Johnson this season, he absolutely has the potential to if he keeps this up and stays healthy. The duo of Puka and Stafford has been incredible to watch. Cooper Kupp has always been a solid receiver for the Rams with Goff. He even reached 1,100 yards in a season in 2019. However, it wasn't until Matthew Stafford was traded to the Rams that Cooper Kupp had the most dominant receiving season of all time. In 2021, Kupp won the Triple Crown and Super Bowl MVP all in the same year. He had the second most catches in a season with 145, and the second most receiving yards in a season with 1,947. But if we include playoffs, he has the most catches and yards by far, with an absurd 178 receptions and 2,425 yards. This 2021 Rams season was magical, and it was headlined by Kupp. His dominance in the slot and anywhere on the field made him one of the most memorable individual seasons of all time. However, it wouldn't be possible without Stafford. The only variable that had changed from the previous year to then was the Rams acquiring Stafford, and it was an incredible introduction. Kupp and Stafford's connection has to be the best of all time when we're talking about the highest of peaks. I don't think we'll ever see a receiving season quite as great as the one Kupp had for a very long time, and Matthew Stafford has had a huge hand in his success. Calvin Johnson, or Megatron, is one of the most unique receivers of all time. He played a majority of his career with Stafford and cemented himself as an all-time great from 2010 to 2015, making 5 straight Pro Bowls and 3 All-Pro selections. This all peaked in a 2-year stretch from 2011 to 2012. In 2011, he had a league-leading 1,681 receiving yards and 16 touchdowns, really cementing his connection with Stafford as an all-time one. However, the next season, he somehow topped it. He led the league with 122 receptions and a record-setting 1,964 receiving yards in just one season. He averaged an absurd 122.8 yards per game, and that season just had 16 games and one of the most dominant displays of offense of all time. Megatron instantly cemented himself as a legend in Detroit and in league history with this season, and his connection with Stafford was historic. They had so many memorable and iconic moments. Johnson's contested catch ability alongside Stafford's arm created some incredible explosive plays throughout their time in Detroit. While it didn't quite reach the peak of Kupp or had the team success and dominance of Puka, Stafford and Johnson is by far the most iconic duo of Stafford's career. Stafford was instrumental to helping Johnson solidify himself as an all-time legend in NFL history. Through 3 different eras of teams and stages of his career, Stafford has been the quarterback to historic wide receiver seasons. Different systems, receivers, coaches, or even teams, Stafford's ability to find receivers and turn them into feared opponents is a unique trait that no other quarterback in history has. Yes, there has been incredible duo seasons in years past, but no QB has done it on the level of dominance with 3 separate wideouts. I hope to see him and Puka continue their dominance before he retires to see what they can accomplish. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.